In fact, Hurts and Brown have the second highest passer rating among quarterback wide receiver duos so far this season. So, is A.J. Brown the NFL's best offseason acquisition? Remember, he was a draft weekend guy that moved from Tennessee up to Philadelphia. So is he?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes. This team is 7-0. They're undefeated. And I remember coming into the year, we were here in the summer, we're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. And one of the main question marks was Jalen Hurts. Can he be their guy? And last year he was at the bottom of all major passing statistics. Enter A.J. Brown. Since this guy got there, we talked about it earlier in our 7 o'clock hour, all of Jalen Hurts' statistics and how high it's risen and QB rating and not turning the ball over. And we saw it this past week versus Steelers. And you see it there. Chuck it up to A.J. Brown. You see him one-on-one, get the ball out there, get it in his hands, whether it's a deep ball, whether it's a catch and run. He is figuring out ways to get it done. He was very good in the Tennessee Titans offense that was run-heavy and play-action passing. And you see it now in Philly. Yes, the main thing they do is they hand the ball off. Jalen Hurts is great with the ball in his hand running. They have Sanders, they have Gainwell. But when they're going to the pass, they have A.J. Brown there to set the tempo. He makes Devontae Smith better. He makes everybody around him a better player because defenses have to focus on him. He's not a guy that you can just guard one-on-one. And you see right there, you can't even put two guys on him as he points to him after he scores a touchdown. A.J. Brown is so good. This guy is a dominant, he's a #1 wide receiver, and we see how far he's taken this Philadelphia offense and the strides that they've been able to make since last season. A.J. Brown is the guy.
You can't go wrong with this question because you show me your A.J. Brown, and I'm going to match you with a Tyreek Hill. Ooh. And I look at what Tyreek Hill's doing, and he's taking the Dolphins to an entirely different level. They were good last year with Jalen Waddle at wide receiver, and Tua and him had the most catches ever by a rookie wide receiver in NFL history. Then here comes Tyreek Hill, and this offense takes another step. Just how good has Tyreek Hill been? Let's see what Tyreek Hill is on pace for in his first season as a Miami Dolphin. He will break the record for most receiving yards.
Breaking Megatron.
Ever. Dang. Ever.
Wow.
And that's in his first year with a new offense, with a new quarterback. Gosh, I was one of these guys in the offseason who was like, I think Tyreek Hill could be pretty good in Miami. I also don't know if Kansas City has moved on and they're fine on offense, but Miami has gotten a gift. Tyreek Hill's a Pro Football Hall of Famer. I'm putting that out there. What he did in Kansas City, Tyreek Hill is a Pro Football Hall of Famer, and what he can do right now in Miami is solidify that argument so that it's not a raised eyebrow and it's not a what? What he did in Kansas City was historic, and he has only gotten better in Miami. Are you serious? And I love the way he plays, the way he opens up the field. He does everything. He's upbeat. He was supportive of Tua before he even got on the field. We rolled our eyes when he said Tua throws a better ball than Mahomes. And, that might have been an erroneous comment to many objective observers. He's saying it to boost the confidence of his quarterback. He's saying it to say, I'm here. First year with a new team, and he's on pace to have the most receiving yards in NFL history. Hall of Famer Tyreek Hill is my answer.
Wow, I don't know how I follow that right there. Hall of Famer, the cheetah is going in. That gold jacket would look good on it, and I'm sure his bust would have the deuces out there, right? That's kind of his thing. I love the explosive playmakers you guys are talking about, but I'm going to shift gears. I'm going to go defense. I want to talk about a guy that is also probably up for comeback player of the year because he missed 16 games last year. All right, Zadarius Smith. Thought his career was over. All right, the Green Bay Packers did not re-sign him. He was going to go to Baltimore, and then he says, you know what? No, I want to stay in the NFC North. I want to beat the Packers. I want to sack Aaron Rodgers. So he goes to Minnesota, all right? I had a chance to talk to him and Danielle Hunter this summer in training camp, and these two guys are like, they're like stepbrothers, all right? Do you want to go do karate in the garage? Yes. Do you want to make bunk beds in a room so we have more room for activities? Yes. They were immediately bonded together. They've got a great relationship, and Zadarius Smith has been kicking butt ever since. Defensive Player of the Week from last week, right? 7 tackles, 3 sacks. He's tied with our boy Matt Judon for most sacks in the league right now. I love what Zadarius Smith is doing right now. I love what he's brought to the Minnesota Vikings. Guess what? Nobody's talking about him.
No.
Nobody's talking about what they're doing on offense. Nobody's talking about Zadarius Smith and what he's done to resurrect his career. And he's very appreciative of it. Here's a tweet that he recently just posted about how thankful he is right now. God is awesome, man. Just a year ago, I thought my football career was over, Look at how the tables have turned. Yes, indeed. Turning tables, not like the tables that they're turning up in Buffalo, but he's doing it defensively, and I love what he's representing right now for the Vikings and for players that are coming back off of injury.
Thank you for that table flipping assist because I am going to take you to Buffalo.
Oh, there we go.
I am, and I'm going to say Von Miller is the most important offseason acquisition because, listen, the Bills were good. The Bills were good before Von Miller got there, but Von Miller has made them so much better because the Bills are that team this season that had the target on their back, and they got to beat the best of the best in order to get where they wanted to go. And they already did that once this season. They beat the Chiefs, and this is the final play of this game. There's an interception that comes off this throw, but watch the highlighted player who jumps off the line. That is Von Miller rushing Patrick Mahomes, getting him uncomfortable, getting him out of the pocket. Arms go up because Von Miller knows that in the final play, he affected Patrick Mahomes. Best quarterback right now, one of the best quarterbacks right now playing in the league, and he bothered him to the point of creating an interception for the Buffalo Bills to steal the game. Last year, Von Miller gets traded to the Rams. He hoists a Lombardi. This person has a veteran presence in a locker room that is appreciated, that is respected. He's an odd, fun dude, but he comes into a team and he gels people together in a way that it sounds like you kind of didn't know you needed until Von Miller got there. He's goofy. He's respected, and the way he plays, he totally is one of these guys that like flips the switch. You can tell like he's one way in an interview, and then I remember doing sideline for games, and certain guys just walk on the field by you, and you try to make eye contact with them, like, hey, you know, good luck, and he's just like, he's a killer. He's locked in.
He's locked in on Miller time.
Yeah.
You know, Jamie, you know what's great about this segment that we just did was that each and every one of us just picked a different player that has completely changed the way the season has gone for that team, but an impact player. And it was all done through free agency and trading. Like, that's why the NFL is great, and that's why free agency becomes such a great moment in time for fans, because one player like that, hey, you bring in A.J. Brown, you bring in Tyreek Hill, you bring in Zadarius, all right, you bring in Vaughn. It changes everything. Like, that's great energy right there.
It's really cool. 2 wide receivers and 2 defensive guys make big impacts.